we give you the real, like you popping a red pill. Ain't no time for acting, it's like camera action. Real life is the script, real talk is what it is. Enlighten your sixth sense, we back at it again. Until you can't filter it, it's raw, uncut, no taste. Give it to you in your face, fresh.
This is DJ Talented in the building. I am your host of the show for today. Sorry for the delay and all the extra shit that ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. But hey, it is what it is. You dig? So, today is Sunday. Sunday, we normally stream to YouTube live. But because of the slow internet here in the office, that's why we're about to move out this damn thing. But the slow internet in the office is keeping us from uploading at certain speeds, at the speeds that we need to speed. The speed that we need to be uploading for. Right? So, again, this is Terror Dome Entertainment Radio. This will be played every day, 6 o'clock. It's not the same one, so we just upload replays of previous shows, 6 o'clock, Monday through Saturday. Sunday normally is the live day. But anyway, a little shameless plug, Terror Dome Entertainment is an all-around entertainment company. Listen, if you got a movie that you want to shoot, we have DPs, we have sound guys, we have lighting guys. If that's what you need, call us. If you want to do music, rap, sing, record, mix, master, Terror Dome does that. But anyway, while this lady over here look like she getting antsy and shit in her pants.
Just play a commercial in between.
I'm going to pay you.
Just play a commercial.
Jesus help me today. Jesus help me.
Commercial.
All right. To my right I have.
Miss Entertainment.
And to my left I have.
Marshon Hudson.
Hudson? Or Edwards? She don't even know her own last name.
Marshon. Edwards Hudson. However you want to say it.
It's your name.
Right.
It is
All
my
right.
name.
And this is the real.
The raw.
And the motherfucking
Motherfucking
rugged. You dig? Miss Entertainment.
What you doing, Miss Hudson? You trying
What
to
we got
go
going
live?
I'm
Nah,
live
she over there.
on my phone.
Texting and shit.
Because you got to be having a job on top of a job.
Right?
This
So
is true.
if you're a manager on your job, it never stops, even when you go home.
This is true.
I'm like that. When I ain't even in management yet. Them niggas just go to texting for no damn reason, just laughing. It's a bunch of young ones.
With the emojis.
All that shit. I'll be like, God damn it, shut the fuck up, go to sleep, leave me the
On
fuck
an
alone.
emoji.
Right. All right, Miss Entertainment. What you got going on?
I don't know. What we drinking on?
What we drinking on? What we sipping on? What we sipping
Sipping
on?
on gin and juice.
I don't know. You got some
Laid
Jack.
back.
I think we got some what's this? Jack
Tennessee.
Daniels Tennessee with the honey taste to it.
Got a little something different to this time.
We got
It's
this.
not bad either.
We got this because Miss Marshon like that sweet shit.
Oh, I thought you got it because all them other niggas are drunk off our shit.
Mm.
But
There's a difference. There is a difference. Still put a little hair on your chest. The sting.
Yeah.
all them other ones come in and drink off your shit.
Grab your cup, pull some up, and take a sip with me.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh. All right.
All right, let's get on into hot topics. Hot topics. So So Donald Jim Jones Trump impeachment trial is set to start on February 8th. And the main motivation of this impeachment is to prevent him from running for any office again. Do you think that they will actually find him guilty? Because it's because of the insertion that he incited that riot that's really turned into murder. I think, even after, because a lot of people are jumping off the Trump train. And do you think they're really going to stand by it and then, because he's not going to jail. It's just to make sure he can't run for any other office.
First off, let me say this. What's going on, Walt? I see you in there, boy. All right, now. Now, to get to this, I'm tired of talking about Trump. For one.
I know, but
I am so goddamn tired of talking about
it. It is
dude.
in the hot topics and he's in the news.
This dude,
he is still going to be in the news.
what he need to do What they need to do is lock him up and throw away the key and never let that mug back out. Don't give him a cell phone. Don't give him a piece of paper or nothing. Put him in an insane asylum. Strap him up and don't let him out. Don't even be cushion walls. Let him bust his head on the wall because he's crazy in the mug. But yeah, I think they need to. People, he need to go to jail.
Spit it out.
I just don't like that dude. I don't like him at all. He need to go to jail for inciting that situation. Plus, because you incited it, 5 people died, so you should go to jail for 5 times murder as well as every one of them people that participated in that crap.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting to see if that Trump train actually come to a halt. To see what people do. What are your thoughts?
I think that the Orange Man, yes, I called him the Orange Man. The Orange Man needs to be, indicted, impeached, because since he's been in office, the last couple of years have been the most horrible.
True.
He has caused so much. It's like the people that throw the rock and hide the hand. That's what he did. It's like he has his own little cult. Yeah. And the people that he had to do his bidding. It's like he threw that out there. They ran to it. They did it. And now people is suffering the consequences for their actions. And I think that they shouldn't be the only ones suffering the consequences for their action. He should suffer the consequences for their action. If he did a bad job this 4 years, why would they even give him the opportunity to run again? Why? It just doesn't make any sense. Of course, they're dumb. But not all people are dumb. But I'm just saying that it doesn't make sense. If he did this much damage in 4 years, and we're not saying that he just, in the beginning it was fine. But the last 2 years, I think he has really came out his hidden agenda of why he got in office. Because then we got all the people that wanted to come out to be the Ku Klux Klansmen and the white supremacists and all those people that hid behind the shadows. He was the leader. He was the cult leader. And that's why they wanted him back in 4 more years, so he can finish off the job. Right,
and remember, I think it was 72 million that did vote for him. Yep. So that's why they really don't want him to ever be able to take any kind of political office, because all this, it will probably make him stronger after this.
Absolutely.
It's Absolutely. A good chance he's going to come out stronger.
And I don't think that he should have that any no say so. I should think
that kind of influence.
They should take his voice.
Well, they did off of Twitter.
Yeah, they already took.
Yeah, but I'm saying, even when they take your voice off of something, you go behind the shadows and have a voice. Because you got some imp out there is going to be your voice for you. Mm-hmm. Because in this time and age, people is not thinking for themselves.
This is true.
And he already made a statement, basically, if I'm not going to be pardoned, ain't nobody that participated in this act going to be pardoned. So what does that say for your ex-president? What does it say for your ex-cult leader?
Y'all ex-president ain't my guy.
But I'm just saying, what does it say? I have a leader that's not going to protect me, that's not going to stand by me. Then what are you following?
A piece of shit.
Basically, you got a leader that don't pay taxes, a leader that doesn't do what he's supposed to do, but you're following him for, I just don't get it. For what? Following him into where? Hell? Where?
Well, he did say he can.
Gonna bust hell wide open.
I mean,
he can go down Times Square and shoot somebody and nobody will blink an eye.
Well, I mean, when you think you got that much power,
he does.
And he does.
I mean, he does.
I mean, because look who we're talking about.
Yeah.
The own wife don't want to hold your hand.
That nigga you ain't getting no pussy.
She did hold it when they was going out. But.
Yeah, but as soon as they got out the door behind camera, she said, let my shit go. I'm sick of you.
Nigga, release me.
We only stand together in public.
Release.
Behind closed doors, that nigga sleeping in one room, she's sleeping in another.
In another.
I am curious to see how long she's going to stay married now that he's no longer.
No longer, but they were married before. He became president.
Right.
But see,
that's probably
I think if he become impeached, it's a wrap. Because they ain't getting no royalties. Yeah. They ain't getting anything.
They get money off the Trump towels.
What I'm saying, but as far as what you would get as being an ex-president, that's gone. If they impeach you, all those rights is gone. You don't get those things.
Right.
And so she gonna be like, sayonara, bitch.
Slap him. Slap him.
Sayonara.
You ain't getting none of this nookie no more.
He
probably
ain't getting that in a
anyway.
minute. He has not gotten that in a minute.
Not from her.
They got in-house.
Trump look like if he get on top of somebody, he just gonna die.
That's it.
Just a dead one.
It's over.
That'd be-
He
So-
probably don't have to do anything. They just do it for him, and then he done.
Yeah, it's over. There's nothing he got to do.
He ain't got to
You
do
know
that.
what?
He give him a little handkerchief.
Just bury him. That's it. Just bury him. Stick his head out the dirt.
It's worthless.
Let the birds peck at his.
Don't go
Fake
on
two
down
play.
there to Florida, retire. They don't even want him there.
I
Well, they
know.
do kind of, because, Florida was the only state that he really, he won real large in.
True.
So, and that's because Florida is a retirement state. Old, retired people.
Rich.
Old, rich, retired people go and settle down there. And they set in their old ways and their old way of thinking.
Old way
So
of thinking.
that's how he, that's why he chose to go there. You got to go wherever you're welcome.
Right.
He ain't welcome nowhere.
He's welcome in Florida. Now,
Yeah,
he's welcome in Florida.
So what do you think? So now that we'll probably get off the Trump train too, and just
Thank you.
let that be it. But what do you think Biden's going to do now, coming in? Because we did a show, living in a Trump world, where we was predicting what's going to happen. So now that Trump is gone and we got Biden in, do you think truly he's going to be able to do some stuff and make things better?
I think Biden is off to a nice start. I mean, of course, he's going to have his opposers, but he picked a very, very strong vice president.
Yes.
So when you're a leader, you got to pick somebody that got some backbone.
Right.
And she does.
She does.
So when and plus he has a strong backbone with that wife. There's no front with Jill. That's who she is with. That's who she is. She's strong herself. So he not only have one strong woman in his corner, he has two.
All right.
So instead of you thinking that it's going to go this way, no, it's not. I think Biden's off to a great start. He's going to have some opposition. Of course, he had that getting in there. But what he proved to be is, hey, as long as he doing what's right going to follow him. I really do believe that. I do. And it's not about us voting for him and all that stuff. It's about what's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden is trying to do what is right.
I agree.
So I think he's going to do great. I do. I think he got a rough road the first couple of years because that orange man tore down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you got to build a bridge. Now he got to build a bridge. And he got to show that because a lot of presidents come in with all these promises and what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. But Biden, he's been doing it. And we ain't working with somebody that ain't been part of the political front.
Mm-hmm.
He has stood in the backgrounds. Now he's president. So he knows what he's up against. He knows what he got to
knows
do.
the tricks.
Exactly. He knows what he got to do to get to where he
there.
got to. He knows it.
He knows it.
And he's going to come in and he's going to do what he need to do and he's going to push forward.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter he's the oldest president.
I
That
just hope
doesn't-
he lasts.
But at the end of the day, even if he doesn't, we'll have the first woman president.
Yes.
So either way it go, we got something going on good.
Yeah, they're going to try and keep him alive. Like,
Yeah, they're going to
hell
keep him
no.
pumping.
They-
You need to take your
they know what
medication.
y'all up
You need to
there.
do this. You need to do that because I'm not dealing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? So
Not just a woman, black woman.
black woman. So I think Biden's off to a great start. And I think he's going to finish phenomenal. I really do. I really do. So
You
I'm
think he'll get
excited.
another 4?
Biden has gonna win another 4, because Biden is 77 years old.
That's all right.
He's not gonna win another 4
Yeah, that's going to be
because it's
tough.
gonna be tough because of how hard he's working now. It's been a push. You get to your age like that, you just want to mellow out. You know what I'm saying? That's why Michelle wouldn't run, because she said she had enough of the political. She had enough.
Yeah, she said she didn't want to go. When Barack wanted to run, she had her reservations anyway because
Yeah.
of all the nonsense going to come along with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she said no, they done. They
8 years is way...
is more than what she bargained for. So, and I think that Biden, he's going to do the best he can while he's in office, but I don't think he will run the next 4 years.
Yeah, because that's going to put him, 73? I mean,
No,
83?
80 something. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with an old ass president.
It's nothing wrong with an old ass president, but then, stuff start going. Memories and.
Yeah, look at Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, yeah. Things start going. Remember, you running a country,
He's
a
other shade,
state.
though.
Man, you got to be alert.
They said that Nancy was really running at them the last couple of years.
Yeah, because he had started going into Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be like that in front of the nation. You know, so I think that Biden going to give his strongest 4 years that he can possibly give. And I think he's going to give it up. I don't think he's going to run the second term.
Yeah, I'm part of history now for real. So I'm good.
He done been in there so long. He done had all them losses
What's
and
your
stuff.
thoughts on Facebook and Instagram? Go ahead and chime in on that.
Yeah. So, and you know how they always say the presidency really aged you. So if he's already aged, so I can't even imagine what he's going to look like in 4 years.
And I know Jill ain't going to go for it. She's not going to go for it because she's worried about his health and all the stress and all that stuff. No, you start getting to a certain age, you just want to mellow out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to deal with no stress of no nation and all that stuff. No. And they ain't going to want the country being ran by no woman. And they already know that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because if he get to the point where he cannot do what he need to do,
She got to step in.
she got to step in and do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
So he's not going to do that.
Well, cool. I think that was a great conversation.
I do too.
So moving on to crazy in the news.
Crazy.
So a couple was arrested for recording themselves having sex on a Ferris wheel in Myrtle Beach. Now, what makes this strange is that no one knew that they had sex on the Ferris wheel. It wasn't until they uploaded the video on some porn site that they got caught. So the Myrtle Beach police, I guess, was cruising the porn site and they came across that and they found who they were and actually arrested them for lewd behavior and all this other stuff. But when they was doing it, they didn't get arrested until they uploaded it.
I'm having problems with that. Because first of all, what was the murder police doing on the porn site in the first place? Number one.
In there watching the damn
and
video.
watching the video, number two.
And then somebody caught him in the lunchroom or the break room touching himself. So he went, I was just trying to find who did that. Okay, now it's time to go get them.
And if they didn't get caught, what's the whole controversy of, because you looked on a site you had no business being on, and now you want to go and arrest these people over something they did and you didn't actually catch them.
Yep, because nobody caught them until they uploaded it onto the porn site.
So basically you arrested me over something you didn't see me, you don't have,
you have no real proof.
But you got proof that I did it. But my whole point of the matter is you didn't catch me. That's like a police getting behind you. Way like you at home now. Oh, you was just speeding on the highway. I'm home.
30 minutes ago.
What are you talking about? I got you on camera. But I'm home.
That's all right. I still got you on camera.
I got you on camera for speeding.
No, it's even worse than that because if they wouldn't have uploaded, they wouldn't know nothing about it. So the people basically tricked on themselves by putting that up there.
They did.
But this happened how long ago?
Yeah, was anybody looking?
You didn't arrest me back then. That thing could be 3 to 6 years old, and they now just arrested me.
Yeah.
Man, that happened so goddamn long ago. I don't even remember this shit.
It don't make no sense. I mean, you gonna get me on indecent exposure, but did I do it in front of somebody? I mean,
Well, you was outside, so you can't be having sex outside.
So you mean to tell me that's almost like going in your backyard?
So
on a public thing.
So you being a police officer though, and you looking on the porn site. So where's your arresting?
What they should have said.
Where you being arrested at?
They were looking for people violating stuff.
Yeah.
What they should have said was, did you like it?
Oh, was it bad?
And they didn't care. They got mugshots.
I just think it's ridiculous. I just think it's ridiculous. If you caught them in an act, that's different.
Right.
Indecent exposure, whatever. You get them on. But for you to go cruising and looking for it and then go and arrest them, I think that's dumb. I just think it's dumb.
It's the past.
It's just
happened
dumb.
already.
If you ain't catch them in the act.
Right. It's just dumb.
Right. It's just dumb.
It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna get back on the Trump train just a little bit, just a little deviation.
That motherfucker.
So before
he's a shadow.
So before leaving office, you guys know that Trump pardoned 74 people and commuted the services of 70 others. Now, this is what would you do? Among the people in that list was Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and Kwame Kilpatrick. which was the ex-Detroit mayor that was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison for corruption charges. Now, I know you all are not a Trump supporter, but if you was in jail and you had the chance to get out because of him, if he pardoned you, would you? Would you come?
Well, just like I took that stimulus money. That ain't. Hey,
would you become a support?
I ain't gotta like him.
But like even Kodak Black and Lil Wayne publicly tweeted, that he's the greatest and thank you and blah blah blah.
Fucking lie.
But would you do that as part of your
I'd be happy
pardon?
that I'm out. I'll be happy that I'm out, but I'm not finna praise you for shit.
If that's part of your pardon, is what you got to do to get out of this jail.
I'm be up in there.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you, President, and I'm going on about my business. Hey, I ain't standing there because I don't want to thank him. Thank you very much, appreciate it, but I'm not going to sit up there and say, I can say I'm a supporter. Hell no, I ain't no supporter. But I'll say that shit to get out of that prison. I ain't going to stay up in there.
Hell no.
I ain't not. I'm telling you right now, I ain't supporting that fucker for nothing.
If I'm in jail.
Just like selling your soul
and
to
I've
the
been
devil.
up in there.
That's like,
well, why he didn't let R. Kelly out?
Just like selling your soul to the devil.
Why he didn't let R. Kelly out?
He
He let
make
these
the
people
cut.
up in there doing 25 to life, and you didn't let R. Kelly out? Come on now.
I guess L. Kelly ain't got the money. I don't know.
He not no R. Kelly fan.
Well, R. Kelly too black for him.
Quite a bit too black. Because Lil Wayne is black. I mean, Kodak Black is black.
Lil Wayne
Lil
is
Wayne,
black,
when you
but
close
Lil
his
Wayne-
eyes, all you see is his teeth.
Listen, Lil Wayne swear by white people. He black, but he swear by white people because the white cop came in there and saved his life when he was a kid when he shot himself.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't know this.
Now the Kodak Black shit, I don't know.
Well, the Kodak Black is, he got off, okay, the pardon was federal, but the state's still coming after Kodak Black, so he might still do some time.
So I'm gonna do time anyway. Fuck you, Trump.
He should have gave me a pardon. I could have went to go see R. Kelly.
You and this R. Kelly, they
I
messed
went
up.
over to R. Kelly. I know he done his dirt, but R. Kelly is tired of getting
What
himself bringing
artist
that
have-
man.
Every artist done did some damn dirt.
Some of them just ain't got caught. That's all that
Right.
is.
That I definitely
Right.
agree.
That's all that is.
So you're saying if Trump said you can get out of jail, but yet you're going to have to publicly praise me, you will pass that up?
I get out of jail, but they're gonna have to put me right back because I ain't publicly praising
You're not getting out of jail. That's your condition.
Well, then
that
I
you
won't
will
get
out of jail.
I won't get out because
Your
that's
little
like
scary
say-
tail was not gonna stay in that
You
jail.
can say what you want to, but that's like
With Big
selling my soul to the
Bubba,
devil.
with Big Bubba bunning
That's
you
like
over,
selling
you're not
my
gonna stay up
soul
in
to
there
the
jail.
devil.
You're not gonna stay in that
Shit.
jail. Hell, you gonna say,
Shit.
President Trump,
You're the greatest.
you're the greatest.
No the hell I ain't.
You're the greatest.
No the hell I ain't. Y'all can think that if y'all want to. I never praise no damn Trump.
Your ass was stuck in jail,
Yeah.
especially with Kwame. He went to jail, I think, in 2013. His sentence was 28 years. He still had some time to go. Shh. You're the
Well,
greatest.
so
Okay.
you know what type of niggas they are.
Yeah, they want to get out of jail.
That's it. They want their freedom.
It ain't that they want to get out of jail. They fucking sellouts.
Okay.
Sell
I will
out,
be that.
whatever. Sailing, take me away.
I will be that.
So that's just like if the devil done came and offered you all kinds of damn money. You gonna
God know
accept
my
it?
heart. You know my heart.
That's two damn devils. Let me get the fuck off this show. Bye, y'all.
He know my heart. You know I had to do what I gotta do.
I can't deal with these damn shenanigans. These devils.
You know I
over
have to
here.
do what I have to do. And be in church. Like, I'm sorry, but you know I had to do what I had to do.
We got a preacher on the line. You talking about selling your soul for the damn devil for some money.
Sorry, Mr. Preacher.
No, it's not for money. It's my
We say
freedom.
for freedom.
And there's
But
a
no,
difference.
what I'm saying is.
Have you heard that song, George
what I'm
Michael,
saying-
Freedom?
What
I
I'm
want
saying
freedom.
is, if the devil came down here and offered you money, all types of damn money, are you gonna sell your soul to the devil for the money?
No, but for freedom, hell yeah.
Jesus love you.
Hell yeah.
Jesus love you, because I'm
If
not
I'm
doing
in
it.
jail and somebody give me a
Not doing it.
get out of jail free card,
Mm-mm.
where do I sign? Mm-mm.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for
I saw
everything.
Scared Straight, and it scared the hell out of me. So,
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
That's absolutely true.
And I'm telling you, I'm standing for this.
For
If
freedom.
I'm-
She's
if
standing
I-
for freedom.
If I'm in jail, And especially if Diablo is in there, because I saw that scared straight. She scared the hell out of me. I was like, oh no, I would never do a crime. Sorry. So nobody better not do a crime around me because I ain't going to jail.
Oh, I'm telling.
I'm not going to jail.
I'm pointing. They right over
not
there.
Going to jail.
Say you call me snitch, bitch, whatever you want to.
I'll be that.
Stitches, we gonna fight together. We gonna get stitches. Cause I'm gonna tell on your ass. I'm not going.
Listen here.
I'll be that.
Who the hell set this show up today?
I'll be that. Cause I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Like he is. Here she is.
Now I might not point you out unless
I'm pointing you out.
unless they make me. And they say if it's you or her, then
I say, hey,
you understand, right?
You do understand it's you or me. I'm gonna let you know it ain't gonna be me. Okay?
Now, I might not call the cops. I won't be the one reporting you unless you.
But
doing
I'm
something
gonna
to
have
kids.
my eyes lined up just right.
You doing something to kids, then it's all.
They'll say they over there. Look, they over there. My eyes gonna show you where they at. They over there. I'm gonna tell it in some way.
I'm on a radio show with some damn criminals.
Oh, we ain't criminals. We just said we'd tell on the criminals.
Don't get no band with me.
This mug over here said that she would quickly get out of jail because she gonna say, oh yeah, I'm a Trump supporter or whatever. What if he said you had to vote for him?
I guess I'd be there if I'm gonna get my freedom.
I said, well,
my freedom trumps everything.
Check
My freedom trumps everything. I'm just like y'all.
I said slide that card up under the sail.
I won't tell nobody.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
I get some extra black folks to make sure they vote so they cancel out mine.
Do y'all hear this?
So they cancel mine out, so mine won't matter.
Do y'all hear this shit? Jesus.
Well, but if I'm in jail, yes. Telling you that scared straight.
I'm writing a letter to the president.
Hell out of me.
You want me to get you some supporters?
You want me
Let
to
me
grab
on up out of here.
You want to grab me by the pudding?
No, you're not grabbing me by my pool.
That's what he said he was gonna do.
All right, moving on. Set it off Sunday. So earlier this week, Cobb County said kids were going back to school even after 2 teachers passed away this week from complications with COVID-19. So from my understanding that the online will not be offered, just that everything is face-to-face, and parents are forced to send their kids to school. So what do you think about all that? You know, especially if you're a parent in Cobb County where you're forced to send your kids to school with no other options.
I think that if I was in Cobb County, I think that they should go around and sign some kind of petition, because they should not be forced with the virus still increasing, even amidst the shots. They're still increasing. You can't tell me to put my child in danger. You can't force me to put my child in danger. And if enough parents stood up and said something, they would have to take notice.
Well, it was parents and teachers, but the board, from what I understand, unless they have changed it, the board was still moving forward.
But the board can't do nothing without the parents sending their children to school.
Right.
Yeah, you can put in the truancy office, but how many truancy officers do you have?
But those parents, it doesn't have a choice. You know, like you don't have any other family that you can enroll them in. You just, what do you do? I mean,
when you're saying that they don't offer assignments up for homeschool.
Yeah.
Homeschool.
The thing is there's a lot of parents that want their kids to go back to school.
Because, you know why? Let's get into that. Because a lot of parents not all, I'm saying some, don't want to be bothered with their own children.
That's the truth.
And it's sad. It's sad. I said some, not all.
But some kids need school. They need
some
that socialization.
That need that. But I say that until they get this under control, because we need our children alive too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that you can't put one over the other. Mm-hmm. If these kids getting sick and they're getting these COVID viruses, it's harder for a kid to fight off a virus than it is for an adult.
Well, actually, you remember when it first came out, they were saying the kids
were more immune.
Yes, they were more immune.
But you got kids with asthma.
Now those
You got kids with certain chronic diseases
true. Now yeah,
that
they're
you
the
have to
same.
put your children at risk because the government says they have to go to school. Because if they don't go to school, the government don't get the funding that they're supposed to get. We know where to bring
That's
it
true.
all home to where it needs to go.
Money.
It's money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send my child to school because you want government fundings
Yeah, that's
while
true.
you sit up in your houses. And no, because you got young kids like such. I have a young one that's 9 years old. I can tell him all day when he go to school, keep your mask on. All day. But he's 9.
He's a kid.
You
They
gonna
ain't
play
trying to
around?
get no.
He's
no-
9, opposed to my 13-year-old, knowing the importance of the virus.
Mhm.
The 9-year-old is going to want to do what they see others do. If
He's a
others have
kid.
their mask off, he's going to have his mask off. And he has asthma. So even I'm talking about the kids that don't even have asthma. But still, it's a young person. You asking to have a mask on all day long.
Mhm.
Not gonna
For at
happen.
least 8 hours. They're not going to do it.
Agreed.
And the parent that's working class parent that's sitting at their job trying to do their job and worry about their children's health all at the same time, it's cruelty. It's cruelty.
Yeah, and then those parents that want their kids out the house, y'all should be ashamed of y'all damn self. Deal with your own goddamn kid. If you can't,
And you
deal
know
with
they
your-
hellions at home.
Yeah, and if you can't deal with your own damn kid and you want to
Send
rush
them to a
them off
total
to go
stranger.
to some damn body else to teach them anything or whatever the case may be, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true. It's true. I mean, then you got
Sometimes
those parents that
I'm
don't.
no person with a whole bunch of kids. That ain't me.
But you get
That's
you
why
got
I only had
also.
one.
Still, if you done laid up there and had multiple kids,
But then you
deal
got
with
another
them
working-
goddamn
Ooh.
kids.
But then you got another working class that has no choice but to go to work. See, I address all of it. You have a person that does no choice because they don't have another significant other that's working different schedules or whatever the situation is. So, and then you got the government not wanting to offer daycare or extended care to those families, you know, that need that help
Right.
to be able to pay, you know, help do it. So they got to depend on, you know, sending their child because they have to send them.
Yeah.
Because
They
they've
ain't
been
got no choice.
struggling,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
So
saying,
they gotta
with
go
no
work.
daycare. And they have to go to work. It's either go to work or not have a job and be able to keep a roof over my kid's head and pay the bills, you know, or send my kid to school and take a risk and pray to God that they don't end up with anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel for those as well because I know how that feels.
Yep.
And then you sitting at the job worried because you don't know what's happening with your child.
And see, the thing is those that sits up high in those type of educational systems, they sending their kids, if they sending their kids somewhere, they sending them to a private damn school or to some private teacher.
Exactly.
So it's not that many
Most of them
kids.
have their kids at home. They
going
got
to the
money.
certain-
They have teachers come to them.
Yeah, they do.
That's just they're stupid.
Have
I
teachers
mean,
come to them while you sending our kids out there into the world, and you sending them out there and end up with the virus because you got teachers getting it. How you think they're gonna get the kids to it?
So the kids probably gave to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
Because
going
the
back and
teachers,
forth.
exactly, it's just passing back and forth from room to room. Then you got these overcrowded classrooms with 26 or more kids in
But how
it.
you going to separate all those kids?
Exactly. So how are you gonna take them straight from home? All the way take away the virtual learning and put them packed back into classrooms. They don't have enough teachers because a lot of teachers, even the substitute teachers, are declining their jobs
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because they don't want it, which you can't really blame them.
Nope.
So it's really you at a no-win situation.
And then even if you everybody put on a mask, wore a mask, had the separation in classroom, what about school bus?
Exactly, which some
Yeah.
kids gonna get on and do. Because they don't have
Get
nobody
on
on there
the plane.
monitoring. They're gonna take off the mask
And
and
they
they're
gonna
gonna
be
interact with each other.
they're gonna
Because you
be
got,
sitting
like
there.
I said with my son Titus, he's 13 years old. He's ready to go back to school. Simply because they're bored at home for being there so long.
Mhm.
But the simple fact of the matter is, these children that's been like this for so long can't wait to get around each other.
Yeah.
And all they're going
And
to do
they're
is be talking.
not gonna be wearing a mask. They're gonna be talking and catching up and this, that, and the other.
And touching.
And bringing all that shit back home
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So there you got a virus all up in your home.
Mm-hmm.
again.
So
Snot on his coat. He bring
I
his snot on,
definitely
touching
don't
you, hugging
agree.
you and stuff.
So it's not what?
because you
Hey,
know my
they-
kids
they-
haven't been. God thank you, haven't been sick since they've been home. You know what I'm saying, from the whole thing. But the whole thing of the matter is when they go back out there, you got to think about it, their immune system is down now because what builds up your immune system is you being out there.
It's being exposed. Yep.
But they being in the house and stuff like that, they once they go back out, they're gonna exposed to it. So, it's a big controversy, but I just don't I believe that Cobb County will stand up majority and say, hey, I don't care what you say. What they're going to do, arrest the whole Cobb County? Majority of them that say, I'm not sending my kid to school.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're going to get somewhere and have another meeting, and they're going to come up with another resolution.
At least give parents the option.
And that's what the Cobb County did.
Right.
They gave you the option of whether you want your children to still be home, virtual, or you want your children to be at school.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I have a reason because Corey has asthma. So he's staying at home until they rectify a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Titus doesn't. So there's a controversy with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful because at least Cobb County is good for something. But they're taking a stand with that. Because they want to send all the kids back to school. I think the 19th was supposed to be their first day of in-school learning, Which I think that, like, with Titus, I can kind of, but you still just can't do it. You don't know.
Yeah,
you just don't know.
You don't
It
know.
could be the case if you send him to school,
And he bring it
come back
home
and give it
and
to
type Corey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest concern and my biggest fear. That's why I said no to both of them.
Okay.
Mhm.
I said no to both of them going there because I know how Titus is too. Behind closed doors, they do what they think you ain't watching. They're gonna do
They're
it.
just kids.
That's kids, period. They're gonna do it. So I worry about that. That's why I said no to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel bad for Cobb County right now because that's not right.
Right.
To force them to make a decision.
Right.
Because you're not really forcing them to make a decision. You're making a decision for them.
Right.
That's true. They only got one decision.
Yeah, they going back.
They going back, or you going? Well, I guess you got. Or they don't. And then you got all this other stuff that goes along
Truancies
with.
and all and everything else at your door. But you will have to bring them truancies.
Yeah.
You will have to because the simple fact of the matter is the nation is scared.
Still.
Because the cases is steady rising. So they're still scared.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
I don't know. But we're gonna move on. But before we move on, must recognize we lost some greats. We lost Larry King that died at the age of 89, and we also lost Harry the Hammer, Hank Aaron, died
Yes, legends.
Yes, legends at 86. So rest in peace, y'all.
Rest
All
in
right.
peace.
So back in
Yes,
the
sir.
day, moving on to back in the day.
Back in the day.
So my back in the day is where I want to celebrate Run DMC. They released their second album, King of Rock, 36 years ago. And they had some bangers on that album. Of course, King of Rock, You Talk Too Much, and You Can Rock Like This from Crush Groove. I don't know if y'all remember Crush Groove.
I remember Crush Groove.
That was the shit back in the day.
Yeah, I remember
That was the
Crush Groove.
shit. I say, out of Run DMC songs, I think it wasn't from that album, but one of my most favorite is Down with the King that came out back in 2012. I think that's one of because Ron brought it down a little bit. He calmed down. He just because he's older.
Remember he had that show out? He had a show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ron's house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is my back in the day celebrating Run DMC, y'all. And rest in peace, Jam Master Jay.
Oh.
Yeah. So that would have been my Hot 16 is Down with the King. Down with the King.
All right, Instagram then fell off. Phone then got too hot.
Oh yeah, you froze. I'm still there though.
Yeah, it then got too hot on me. Too
Yeah, he froze.
hot. Mhm.
All right. Our last segment. Blow that shit out. All right. Here is Blow That Shit Out is basically, you know what? Yeah. But y'all, did y'all have any?
Oh, see, she's skipping people, don't even know what she's doing. She's the producer.
It's just that thing where, okay, today is Sunday.
Yeah.
You're just going to put that on the table. You're going to blow it out and just let it be. So my Blow That Shit Out is for my black folks in 2021. Y'all must keep up with technology. I'm not saying that you must know how to code, which would be excellent. It would be a good thing. But you got to know how to do more than just hit the button on the computer. You got to know more than that to compete and to keep up. It bothers me when you have somebody that doesn't even know how to send an email or doesn't even know how to send an attachment or open a Word document. And Lord, those don't even say Excel. They think it's a damn foreign language. It is not Spanish. So I just, black people, I think y'all need to get it together. At least keep up with technology where you're at least proficient. You don't necessarily have to be an expert, but know how to send an email.
Yeah, you got.
When I tell you to add this attachment, look at this attachment, you should know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, but these days, asking your kids or your grandkids, that's still. Now I know some of the older folks, we kind of give them a pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got some older folks that's out there that's doing it all on social media. As a friend of mine, Miss Lavelle, she was part of the Dante's on Motown. She always on social media doing her thing. So, and she's got to be close to her 80s. So much respect to her.
Oh yes, 80. And knowing this technology, yes. Kudos to her.
But if y'all, we just got to get it together because we're being behind. We're left behind. So if you're not on that train, guess what? You're gonna get left.
Yeah, I got a cousin that probably don't even know how to turn on a computer.
I got something too. That's the button.
Oh, how you do this? How you do that? Oh no, Google is everything. I must say, if you don't know something, educate yourself. Don't sit there and just talk out of your ass.
Yeah.
Educate yourself. This is ridiculous. It's nothing worse than having somebody in your life that don't know shit. I mean, literally talking out of your ass.
And don't know to go to Google, because I always say Google is your friend. Don't call me for the answer.
Exactly.
Google it.
Google everything.
Google
If somebody asks me something, I don't never go to be so deep. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know everything.
Right.
But there is things that you can go to learn things.
To find out about it.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah. And YouTube,
I mean, good God Almighty.
YouTube is the new encyclopedia. That's the new school right there.
And guess what? If you don't know the answer to it, somebody does.
Yeah.
Somebody does. And you don't got to be, you got a lot of people out in this world that they get their information from somebody else.
Yeah.
And they spread it. Don't know shit about what they talking about.
Yeah.
And you can talk to them, because when you're talking to them and they're trying to be so deep and talking so deep, and when you're talking to them, you notice they don't know what the hell they talking about.
Right.
But they're used to doing this.
But they don't
wrong
heard
with
it from somebody else.
Exactly.
Instead
And they
of looking
repeating
it up for yourself.
instead of knowing for themselves what. And so when you go in depth with them, they don't know shit.
Right.
And and don't fake it till you make it. It's so much out there for us to learn. And look how far we done came.
Mm-hmm.
We're not idiots.
No.
Us African Americans, we were never idiots.
We had a lot of stuff.
Only thing makes us idiots is not being willing to learn anything. That's what makes us idiots.
Yeah.
Because everything's out there for us. If we reach and grab it, it's out there for us. But man, just to sit back and just be an idiot for no reason, it's crazy.
It's a lot of them like that.
It's crazy.
I agree.
Especially dealing with like entertainment. They get one thing that they know. And they drive it and drive it and drive it and
ride the wave.
till the wheels fall off that joint. And the next thing they know, well, I know this.
Okay.
So, okay, you know that. What else do you know?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Right.
Nothing else.
I had a situation this weekend. A friend of mine.
Put it on out there.
Well, he gets his information from certain stuff on the internet. Well, he say he don't like the Black Lives Matter movement. Why don't you like the Black Lives Matter movement? I don't like what they stand for.
Well,
what do you mean?
Stand for?
And this is a black person.
Yeah.
So what do they stand for? Well, I don't like that they stand for. It started off with the LGBTQ and all this shit. I'm like, dude, stop reading what the white people want you to read.
Exactly. That is not what Black Lives
Matter. Figure this shit out
Matter.
for yourself. Black Lives Matter is not about that. Black Lives Matter. It may be some LGBTQ people that marches with the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But that's because
they
black.
are a group. They're a symbolization of a group as well. You know what I'm saying? That stands out. That's been outcast. Right. So they're associated with an outcast movement. That's all that is. lives.
Right.
Just like Black Lives Matter. Because LBQ is that's still that could be any nationality.
Right.
Black Lives Matter is Black Lives Matter.
Right.
As well as every other life.
That's
We
what I tried to
understand
tell you.
that. But it's not everybody else's life that's on the line.
Exactly.
It's Black Lives Matter that's on the line.
Right.
That's what that means.
I hate when people say, well, it's all lives. I say that's a given. But it's not all lives until Black lives matter.
Exactly. Exactly.
And when people say that irks my soul the worst, because you saying all lives matter, but you ain't going through the shit that we going
That's
through.
what I'm talking
You're not
about.
receiving you can walk out your damn door and be jolly, merry, and all this here type of stuff, and not worry about a damn cop killing you, not worrying about your own kind killing you, not worry about the next kind killing you, or wanting to take something from you or do something to you. You don't have to worry about that.
Or your kids.
Yeah.
Or your kids, your young men, raising your young men and your young daughters and stuff like that. You don't have to worry. That's not something you worry about. You don't worry about walking to a store and they following you around the store, thinking you're going to steal something, and while the black person is walking around the store meaning to pay for their stuff, you got the white one coming in there and stealing.
Yeah.
Because your eyes is on me that you don't see what the other one that done back behind me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what that says.
And why do we have to explain to our young kids that you shouldn't wear a hoodie? Or why do we have to explain to our kids that you can't dress like this? Or you can't
wear long hair. You can't have
this.
long beards. You can't do,
Everything is against a certain kind.
Black lives.
So why the hell when I say Black Lives Matter, you say all lives matter? Don't I matter? Yeah, you fucking matter. But you ain't got to do all this shit.
But you're not the one on trial.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the one ever since you were birthed into this world, you're not the one that's on trial.
Yeah.
Black Lives has always been the one that was on trial. You guys, we are conscious to know, because we understand that just because we say Black Lives Matter don't mean we're prejudiced.
Right.
It doesn't mean that your life, Hispanic, whatever you are, ethnic group is. It's not saying that we don't care about your lives. We care about your lives as well, but we want our lives to be cared about as well. Yeah. That's what we're saying, that our lives matter too.
Mm-hmm. Shit, so y'all saying that dogs' lives matter, cats' lives matter. Some people
I haven't heard that.
Some people love their animals more than they love the next person.
That's true.
How the fuck can you love an animal more than you love a person that's sitting here doing the same thing that you doing, going through life?
Because they feel like an animal can't hurt them.
I am an animal lover, so
that's what I'm saying. Because there's some people,
them the same ones that get mauled by goddamn bears.
But see, those people that think like that, though, it's just like saying. So I can sympathize with that, because you're looking at a person. You might looking at a person that can't have kids, so they go out and get a dog or a cat or whatever the situation is, whatever they choose to get. Now I don't agree with endangered species. I don't agree with that. Having that in your home, because that's why they call it endangered. They supposed to be in the wild. You're not supposed to have them in your home. But I'm talking about like cats and dogs and stuff like that. People tend to marry to them to be like humans, because if you're somebody that can't have a child, you know what I'm saying, but you have this, it becomes like your child.
And so
to me, it's understandable for them to reflect to them as being like humans. Because that's who they can talk to. That's who they know that ain't gonna hurt them. That's
unconditional love.
Yes, somebody loves me that I cannot produce myself. Mm-hmm. And even those that can produce it, they're just the loneliness and all that other stuff. People get animals when they get older, when they no longer have companionship with people and stuff. They get animals and they dress them, comb their hair, take them, groom them, have their nails done, toes done, all that stuff. Because to them, they are their significant other. They are their human. They are their child. Whatever they need, whatever they need them to be.
I got a bow tie coming. Plug my The Adventures of Hildy and Carlos. But yes.
But anyway, I just
she got a little red bow coming.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's life should be equal.
It should.
If
because that's how God created us.
Eat, breathe, and shit the same way any other person does.
You cut.
Then you
bleed red. You
Well,
cut
same
Indians, they bleed red. You cut Asians, they bleed red. You cut African Americans, they bleed red. Jamaicans, whatever you want to call them. Caucasians, you bleed red. God didn't make no different color blood.
Mm-hmm.
Only time you got a different kind of blood coming out your body is when something is wrong with your body and you are bleeding in the inside. When you go to the bathroom and your bowels and you pass it through, it comes out black.
Right.
That's the only time
It's
that
different.
you see a different color of blood. Other than that, God created us equal and the same.
The same.
That's it.
Even when He separated us with languages and everything like that, that goes back to biblical. It's because they were trying to build a tower up to heaven. And He separated it. And separated them by language. That was the only time that God did a separation. Other than that, He created mankind to be equal. Man got into it and created something else of their own. And that became out of jealousy.
It's a Bible woman right here.
That's all it did, is it was created out of hatred and jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
But hatred came from jealousy.
And man.
Yes.
Oh, women.
So that was a creation, and it was not created of God. It was not. He created us to be all one being. That's what He did. And we're supposed to love each other unconditionally. That's the greatest commandment, is love. The greatest one. And that's the one that's going to keep us from getting to the kingdom.
Yep.
That's the one. Because He said, love your neighbor. They said, what is the greatest commandment? He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. And that's the one that will keep us from getting to where we want to be. And that's Christians. You got Christians out there that's hating in silence. You hate your brother, I don't care what color they is. You hate your sister, I don't care what color they is. Hate is hate. And all hate is strong dislike. If you strongly dislike somebody, you hate them. Because if you read it in a dictionary, what does strong dislike mean? It means hate. That's it. Pure and simple. And if you hate somebody, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. I don't care what heaven you created for yourself. But God said, if you hate your brother and sister, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
And she has dropped that mic.
Pop. She slapped somebody. Slap. Slap him again. Slap. Shoot.
You ready?
Tell them something. All right, so this is the end of the show. You come in late, Mr. Trot. You come in late.
Oh, yeah.
We on the end of the show. She done already went to church school and gave everybody what they needed. But yeah, this is the end of the show. Again, this is the Real Raw and Rugged. We're on Sundays at 6 o'clock.
Six-ish.
Normally.
Six-ish.
We try to
Sorry, I
do
was
6
late,
o'clock.
girl. Sorry, I was late, guys.
We try to do 6 o'clock, but circumstances have happened to the reason why we can't do 6 o'clock. But again, check us out on Terradome Entertainment Radio. Replays will be Monday through Saturday at 6 o'clock. You can replay this. So, Mr. Trot, if you missed some of it, go on Monday, Tuesday, whenever this one's going to be uploaded. And
See it
replay it. And again, if you want to listen to this on your phone, you can download Live 365. Look under Terradome Entertainment Radio, and you can see it there. You can also play this on your computer, live365.com, Terradome Entertainment Radio. And this is Miss Entertainment to my right, and Miss Marshon Edwards Hudson on my left, and we're out of here.
Night.
Peace out.
All right. Salute.
We give you the real, like you popping a red